How is everybody doing today? Going to be going live in a few minutes, answering some questions. All righty. We're all set. I updated some prices because September is officially over, and I warned everybody this week I was going to update a few. So I
Yeah.
bumped up the price on the 25 for a mini and 55 for a full.
Okay.
Anybody who missed out on the sale, maybe if you contact me, I'll keep it up for the end of the week. But these are the new prices. With that, welcome to a new moon reading, as
Yes.
well as we had an eclipse. Officially, it was 11:30 a.m. until about
Yeah.
2:45 p.m. today, and the crazies were out like there were no tomorrow today.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Brings them out. How is everyone? It's a Wednesday night. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Let's see, does anyone have any questions? Pop them into the chat. We are doing one per person, free question, career, love, higher self, guidance, whatever it is. Pop it in, and Larry, I will answer it. Otherwise, we're going to do a collective as we get started. It is your crown that's opening, so let's see what kind of charms we get and see what kind of messages we're going to get. And then we will both pull from either one of our sides, at least 2 to 3 people to do the freebies, and then you can choose to sign up for donation based with the $10 or $10 for messages from your person, $10 messages from your higher self. What else? What is it? What's blocking love? And then you also $25 mini ends the $55 full. So reach out and let us know and tell us how you're doing. All right.
Yeah.
So
How is everybody doing with this new moon? New moon in Libra, I believe it is, and at the same time in eclipse. The energies are outrageously crazy today, and so are many of the people out there have been a little bit unstable. So hopefully you guys are doing well with that. If you guys are looking for an activation, I do have an activation to help you get to your best outcome and get rid of whatever doesn't serve you over on my Silver Fox Spiritual site on YouTube. So if you want to visit that after the reads today, feel free to do it. There is no charge for that. And so do we have anybody who has questions? Please put them in there and we'll start doing some collective reads. And guess what I got today that came in, because we're always getting asked about jobs. So I got the money. Where's the money coming from? Show me the money. It's an oracle card for wealth and employment.
nice. That's cool.
So I have a way to answer some of those questions now. Career and money oracle cards. Show me the money. Where the money coming from?
Very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Well, there's a bunch of people have 5 in here, so change. Let's see. Anyone popping in questions? All right. Do you want to start with the collective? Oh, so the charms I got were we got love. So love's coming through. We got a flamingo.
Ooh, we like flamingos. That's the state bird of Jamaica.
Coming out lately. All right. We got the good luck. So horseshoes or cowboy boot. And then we also got the anchor.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, my Healy said that. My Healy was telling me today. I just did it this afternoon. Definitely the crown, sacral, and root were the 3 that it was flagging on me today. All right, so let's pull a collective of something. I think today we might need a little bit of a start with encouraging message from our higher self, from the Soul Helper Oracle. Let's see if we can have a collective 1 or 2 cards from our higher selves to start it off, because the energies are so crazy. I think people are just kind of wondering what's going on here in this atmosphere, because it is just nuts.
Yeah, so the anchor stands for hope, salvation, steadfastness. So inner peace and stability.
What else does collective need? Give me 1 more, 2 more cards. All right, so we got 3 cards here. So this is For those watching, this is a collective read. This is what do we need to know from our higher selves, from the soul guidance, the oracle, the soul helper oracle. And the first card, which if you look at it, with the color, a light field angel is at your side, but if you look at the color, it's all white and purple, which is generally crown third eye. So it's telling you you're getting some divine downloads from that angel that's sitting by your side, maybe actually the side of your hat up by your crown.
Mm-hmm.
And Spirit's also telling you, tear down those walls, right? I don't know how to do a Reagan imitation, but Mr. Gorbachev, tear down those walls around your heart. You can't let that. You can't
Yeah.
keep that wall up in your heart if you want that love to come in. And as Susan's pulled, there's love coming in. And
Mm-hmm.
live playfully with a light heart, right? So we have a heart again, but look what she's got. She's got a crown. So
Mm-hmm.
Spirit's telling you open up that heart because you're getting some downloads from your crown. They go to your heart and then they move out throughout the rest of the body. So if your heart is closed and your crown is closed, you're not wearing your crown, well, guess what? You're not going to get it. So open up that crown, open up that heart. Maybe we'll do some crown activations today, or a heart, or both.
Mm-hmm.
That could be one of the themes for today's light language activation.
Absolutely.
So with that, please like, follow, and share. I'm going to point back up to my little sign right above me here. It says 1255. We'd like to see that maybe to 1300. So if you just keep on liking and sharing, please, especially the sharing. Let's subscribe, share, and get that number moving. I love to see when that number moves. So with that, let's see what other, do we have any questions
we're going to
while
do some
Susan
moon
picks out
ones.
her?
We're going to do moonology. Yeah, I think we should
Oh,
do some
moon ones.
moonology.
Yeah, I don't have any moon decks except for timing, and the moon timing is a little bit crazy, because the crays come out with the timing. It gets a little snarky. I'll pull that deck out for a timing question, but we'll see. I'll go find that deck.
Energies. Oh, that one like flew out. Okay. I was like almost like in my face. Okay. Okay, so we go for it. So you guys are really, and that's like that red fire energy. So we're getting those information, and this is more of an Aries energy. So new moon in Aries. So this is really getting us pumped up for what's coming and getting us ready to go for it and take that leap of faith. It's also full moon in Capricorn. So take that reality check of where you are, where you're at, feel into your body. But they want you to unleash your kindest self. So make sure you're staying humble and you are showing compassion to yourself and others. And then the last one is trust the universe. So really trust exactly where you are, as well as the information you're getting. It has like Aquarius, so just go with the flow and feel into the energies that are going on right now. But make sure you are ready for this crazy energy that's coming in.
Yeah, I'm looking for my moon cards.
It's pushing us all. So basically, what was I listening to yesterday? We're all getting pushed into alignment. We're being forced. So half the collective is awake and half is not. So the half that is awake is getting pushed to really fully get into alignment, because we got to pull the other ones up into awakening. So it is definitely time, and that is to bring us into the right timeline and to get us going into where we're supposed to be, because the craziness is about to begin. So
yeah, a few of my friends told me the same thing, that something just with this last solar flare plus the eclipse, there's been a hole ripped in 3D, so people are going to get more codes coming in, and that's probably why you're pulling the crown, because that's where the codes come in. They come in through the crown, and so you're reading the energies right. I don't know what happened to my moon cards. I'll have to.
Well, I mean, even I was in an interview, and they're talking about like all these ports being closed. So just trust, it's all happening. There is craziness, but it's all creating balance, because there is such a discrepancy in pay that things have to be equaled out. So we're moving into that timeline. So just know that everything's happening for us to stand up and start equaling things out and balancing, just like we're balancing energies in our bodies. Everything has to start being balanced out as well in the 3 days. So Let's see, is there anyone with a question? Otherwise, we're going to do a little bit further into collective of, I'm going to do the fairies, see what's going on with the fairies and what kind of direction.
Yeah, if you're going to do fairies, I'm going to do mermaids after your fairies.
I like that one. All right, let's see what the fairies have to say. What's going on with this
A
collective?
magical creature night tonight, and then you'll have to do unicorns. That's another magical creature.
Well, I do love my unicorns. Abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release the mental blocks you may have. Fairyland, human land. There's enough abundance. Yeah. So this is again that balancing. Okay. So the have-nots are going to be bumped up, and the haves are going to be. So it's basically everything's got to be. So that know that there are no limitations. The moon energy is coming out. So a lot of this has been hidden from us, but they really want you to step into your motivation and courage to know that. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring in. Again, this is pushing us into action. So the go for it, and that is double confirmation. So all this information is coming in for our ability to start standing up for ourselves, to start figuring out where path we're supposed to be on, and showing us clarity. So that is what's going on. So a lot of people are getting those messages. They're stepping into alignment. They're realizing things are not even, and it's going to have people leaving jobs, sticking up for themselves, and clearing things up. Hey, Duchess, thank you for all the messages. So let's see what you have, Larry, and then I'll pull something else.
All right, so let's see what we're gonna see what the mermaids have to say. It's a deck I don't usually pull out. I got it by mistake because I was looking for a twin flame message card, and somehow mermaids flew their way into my decks. So mermaids, show us what you want to tell us for today on this crazy, crazy, crazy day with crazy energies, the ending of the eclipse portal.
Yes.
Okay, so the mermaids are saying protection. Keep some aquamarine close. Mermaids' tears have been known to create these precious gems. That's number one. Number two is strength. Stay afloat and feel steady and calm. So the mermaids are saying that they're there with you, swimming around, in your bathtub, swimming around by you at all times with a lot of protection. So just say hi to the mermaids. Don't eat chicken of the sea, tuna. They get a little cranky about that, eating their cousin. But the mermaids are with you today. So that is the message. The moon message from the mermaids. They're going to be singing that siren song.
I can't.
Yeah, it's making everybody wacky, including me. So, do we have some questions from anybody? Otherwise, we're gonna pull a few more collective fun things. I might even pull some twin flame love notes. I haven't pulled that deck in a long time. Oh, and I found my mystical moons. So. They were hiding from me underneath a bunch of decks. Just after I cleaned all my decks up, I made a mess.
All right, let's do this Intuit Oracle and see what's going on. All right, Spirit, what's going on with these energies? Stork, transformation, change, renewal, arrival. So, wow. Tell me this could be a birth.
Yeah, we know what happens when the stork shows up.
And the stork's coming before the church.
Uh-oh. Is there a shotgun involved?
I'm just kidding. But no, it sounds like it. No, it just means religion. So family values, marriage. Yeah, it is. But your belief system. So, and it's about programming as well. So it's really saying, we're going through this transformation. So we're reevaluating a lot of the family values and collective consciousness. The next one is the wishes coming true. So, yeah, I mean, this is bringing our creativity. This is renewing us. So we're changing our belief systems, as well as we're being more in this peaceful energy, knowing that the universe has everything under control. As well as we were talking about this, it's all about that balance, okay? Balance of your feminine and masculine energy, your light and your dark within you, doing that inner healing and all that kind of stuff. So it's all about balance. So this
we like balance, not just in our breakfast.
And this is pushing this to come in very soon. So within the 7 days, because we are going into this election and it is all these retrogrades. So know that It is the last election, so there is we the people that are going to be standing up and making the changes after this. So it's not to be afraid of it. It's to know that this is meant to be. It's pushing us into fixing all the corruption that was and will no longer be. So this is definitely going to be going into the winter time. So know that everything's happening as it's supposed to be. And then we got this dolphin, so we can get to this peaceful time. Okay, so we are going through that uneasiness right now, but it's forcing people to get off their mask, which is just their uniqueness. Okay, that people aren't stepping into their uniqueness, their authenticity. And then we have ooh, beaver, new things on the horizons determined. Okay, making your dreams real. So this is going to be bringing your dreams into reality. Okay, some of you are being called to look into a book. So if you are, which is getting into more spirituality or whatever you are designed on your soul path to do, so whatever you're getting called to, and you will have this communication of talking and rethinking your thoughts of what you might have as a child thought you were going to be doing in this lifetime, and you're going to get pushed to that. So this is all happening within 7 days and within 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, so
Wow, lots of good stuff. And
good
just remember,
omens.
we have
Yeah,
coming up soon, within
yeah.
the next 8 days. You know what's coming up? The 10-10
Portal.
portal. Yeah, it's a big one. It's a really big one. This is when all the love energies really start to come in, with a
Yeah.
culmination at the 11-11 portal. So for those of you who are hoping for a little bit of love for Cupid in the air,
Mm-hmm.
it's huge
Mm-hmm.
potential. If you can mark your calendars for, what is it, the 10th of November, just before you hit your Thanksgiving feast, we're going to be doing um, a healing, group healing and activation. We're going to be
Mm-hmm.
focusing on love
Mm-hmm.
as part of that, and always abundance. We always try to bring in abundance and activations, but it's going to be for the 11-11 portal. So, put it in your calendars. It will be a donation-based group healing. The last two have been nothing short of phenomenal. We would love to see you guys there, so just mark it in your calendars. And let's see if we get some, while we're talking about love, let's talk about, well, some people can put some questions up there. Let's see about what some messages from your person in separation is saying to you right now from their higher self. I'm going to pull a couple messages from my Twin Flame Love Notes. I haven't pulled this one out in a while. It's a fun little deck. Spirit, give me some messages for the collective. All right, Spirit's giving me 3 messages. So let's see if this is from your person in separation right now. And I know most of you at least have at least one in there. I love you to the moon and back a million times. So that's a beautiful one. We have another one. Time will tell. And the last one, I dream of a future with you. So if any of these resonates, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And who is
Mm-hmm.
going to be the first person to be the contestant on your questions going to get answered with a card?
Let's see. I think
Do
people
we
are
have
being
anybody
shy.
here? They are being shy.
Oh.
And you know what happens when they're being shy? It means I pull collectives and start pulling timing and other things that they might not want to know. So it's better to ask
Or
the
are they?
question than to find out the answer without knowing.
They might be a little freaked out. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's in the air today. There have been nothing but wackos at the lot all day today. Complete chaos. So I think it's time to pull a collective while we're waiting from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. I haven't pulled this one out in a while either. This one's an interesting deck. I don't use it that much. Really more like to me, if you look at it, they kind of look like they're made for St. Patrick's Day. It kind of looks like a clover, but it's really a mandala. And so let's see what Psychic Tarot for the Heart, what do you want to give us for today? What does the collective need to know? Okay, we got 2 cards. First one is sadness and isolation. All right, so some of you are in separation. I see that a lot because we get a lot of questions around that separation. When am I going to be reunited? And
Mm-hmm.
Spirit saying for those of you who are doing that, open up. It's time to open your heart. See how she's opening that heart? Open that heart up. So get out of that isolation, get out of the sadness, get out of the blues, and get into the open heart.
Yeah. Oh, we have a question. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been getting that a lot. Open your heart has definitely been
It's a big
up to
one.
new opportunities, new love. Yeah. Definitely, there's new things coming in, so you don't want to be closed off to whatever's coming in for you.
Yep, eclipses are always about abrupt endings and new beginnings. That which doesn't serve you is going to be ripped apart, ripped right out of you. It provided that you've chosen to move on to the healing path, and you will be presented with new opportunities. But make sure you stay, within your intuition and not in illusion. Right? Confusion breeds illusion. We don't want that.
No, absolutely not. All right, so Angela wants to know, should I accept a new job offer or stay where I am? Okay.
Ooh, that sounds like one for my new cards. You get a yes or a no, and I'm going to see what it says about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
Okay, Angela's new job opportunity.
Right,
Spirit, give me a card
take the new one
for her new job opportunity.
Accept the new job offer. All right, so should we stay where she is? It said, so let me say, I'm like.
So you got a I'll tell you what I got. I got a loss. So think very carefully about that job opportunity. Think it through. Yeah. Because this one looks like if we got two confirmation, I waited to see what she said, but use caution, right? So Spirit is telling you that, perhaps you need to dig a little bit deeper into this opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I would just check the fine print, see if they're checking into everything, and then let's see whether you should stay where you are. Okay. You stay where you are. Yeah, it's kind of saying yes. Yeah, it's saying, why would you even ask? But yeah. So I would check into whatever you're getting offered right now. So maybe something's being hidden from you. Ask more questions.
Yeah.
But kind of leave
sometimes things that glitter aren't gold.
Yeah.
I'll pull out my piece of pyrite to show you that it glitters, but it is not gold.
Yeah. Well, usually it's take it, but yeah. It's definitely asking you to use caution. So maybe do a little more asking and figuring
Dig
into
deep.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like to tell people not to take a new job, but what we do like to caution you is to make sure that you've really looked into it, what the potential is, to see whether what they're offering you is true or it's just a fake pot of gold. Talk to a couple of people that work there is probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see if I can find.
Susan's looking for her cards. Does anybody have a question? I see a bunch of lurkers on my side, but nobody seems to be wanting to ask a question today.
Diane, did you put a question? You might have been filtered because I don't see a question. Let me see.
Yeah, let me see if I have any on my side. I don't think I saw a lot of people join.
Right, Diane, will Rick unblock me? All right, let me finish out and get a message for Angela real quick because I'm going to do this Intuit 108 Zodiac and then see what we have message for just Angela and what she's going on with her job. So, yeah, all right, yeah. So this is saying prosperity, jackpot, success, and good fortune. All right, so sudden wealth, the mother lode. It's a great one, Angela. But it's saying, it's giving yoga, which the first one is contemplation. So really think about whether this is the right one. As well as stills coming out. So this is really saying meditate on this. Really feel into this because you're going to have the success, but it might not be with this change. Okay, so you might be able to renegotiate with your current job. So it's saying really weigh your options. So that's really saying meditate on it. All right, so let's see. What was the other question? All right, so Diane, will Rick unblock you? Alrighty.
Do you want Rick to unblock you, or that's always the question? Do you want Rick to unblock you?
I don't know. I'd say that's a sign.
Let's see what the universe is. The universe being snarky today.
It says for sure, for show. So he's gonna unblock you, but I gotta find out more. Like, let me find out when and get some more details into this because that's craziness.
Thank you, Venus, for the heart. Do you have a question? Put it in the chat, please.
That's some dramatics, blocking and unblocking. Let's see. All right, so let's see what's going on with him.
When you find out what's going on, I'm going to see what's blocking them because that's another one for my deck for what's blocking in love. Because once the hamster wheel spins around and around, you really want to see why. You don't want to repeat it again.
Platonic. Was this a situationship? Friends with benefits?
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. Could be an emperor coming in.
What was her name?
Diane.
Diane. Let's see what's blocking Diane, Spirit.
This is really teaching you a lesson, emotional, just to be compassionate with what's going on. But just trust this is all in divine timing. Wow. So, let's see what else is going on with.
So this is what I got for her. What's her main block, and Venus will get you as soon as we're done with this one. Fated to be alone. You gave up on love because you think you're meant to be alone. It's not true, right? And so your spirit is telling you that you aren't meant to be alone, but you got to change the narrative in your head that everything is happening to you. It's happening for you, and if it's not meant, perhaps it's because your attitude needs to be just pivoted a little bit, where you are open to the love and you're not expecting it to fail from the start. Oh yes, you may absolutely get one. I'll answer both questions for you, Venus.
Yeah, so the next card is let's work it out. So this person's definitely going to come back and want to work things out. Yeah, this is definitely an attraction that is here. So, but they are saying be careful because there is some manipulation going on. Clearly, he's blocking you. So that almost comes off as either toxic, very karmically playing games for whatever reason. So interesting.
Yeah, that happens, and like I say, it could be just that the energy she's putting out right now is that you don't deserve the love because you're fated to be alone. And if you start telling yourself the story every morning, you deserve the love and you're not fated to be alone, the love of your life is going to become attracted to you. What you're seeking is seeking you as well. And if you keep that in your head, it's going to change the narrative over time. It won't be immediate, but it will happen over time. Let me know if that resonated. And so for Venus, she's asking a couple questions here, and we're going to answer them both. Will I find my future husband in the near future? So I'm just going to ask a timing question for that one, Venus, and we're going to use the moon cards. The moon cards are a little bit on the snarky side, so we'll just take it with a grain of salt. Anytime we ask for timing, it's a general idea of what is possible with where you're at in this now moment. However, every new now moment can potentially change that timeline front or back. So Spirit is saying, let it be a mystery. As I said, the moon ones are a little bit on the snarky side. Let it be a mystery because they want you to know that it is coming, but they want you to be surprised on it. And so you will be meeting your future husband for sure when they don't want to tell you because they want you to be just kind of like hit over the head with it. And so let's see what is it that's blocking love in general, because I don't have it. Yeah, they're very sassy. You have no idea, especially the moon cards. So what are the main blocks? And it's just slid right out of my deck and right to my lap, which means it's in the now moment. So Spirit's saying what's blocking you is excuses. You have so many reasons that it never works out. Find the reasons that it can work out. And so it's your internal narrative, right? It seems a little bit sharp, but basically what Spirit is saying is change that internal narrative to one of it's going to work out. That future husband is going to come in. And let's just start with a future relationship first. We don't need the husband before we have the relationship, and the relationship has to be one built on love and communication, not lust. And so if you look at that, that's why they want it to be a surprise, because they want you to be in that better space. I'm going to pull to see what's coming in your energies for the. I'm just going to ask, what's in your love energies for the next 2-3 months, because that's general enough where we're not setting any expectations. So, Spirit, what's going on for Venus in the next, say, 3 months, until the end of the year? What's in her energy? And 3 cards popped out. First one says you've got a lot of responsibilities going on here. So they're going to have to kind of wind down a little bit so that you're open for that love. But once you free yourself from that mindset, see that freedom there? Just freeing yourself from that mindset that, it never works out. A fearless love is coming in. So within the next 3 months, there is a huge potential for you to have a really nice relationship coming in, a proper one. But you got to get rid of all the excuses and any of the responsibilities. So let me know if that made sense to you. Just shoot a little comment there, and thank you for the heart. I appreciate that. So do we have any other questions that want to come up, or are we going to do another Eclipse collective?
Let me see if there's any more. Let's see.
All right.
Be patient. He said he's a tough one. Okay. Well, that just could be a catalyst, or that could be a person. Just depends on. But see if they unblock you, and just see if they come back, and what their intentions are.
Yep. And Venus, it's not stop being responsible. It just means that you have a lot of responsibilities, and perhaps those responsibilities are an excuse of why you can't make time for love. And so what Spirit is basically saying is, carve out a little time that you're always going to have available. So whether that's a Thursday night or the Tuesday night, where you make that time so that you're open, your heart's open for that, and go out and meet people. But it will come to you. It's sitting inside of your energies right now, but you have to allow it to come in.
So Jules wants to know if she's going to see Jose tonight. Oh, it's tonight. Wow. We'll see Jose tonight. Yeah. It says, of course not, think again. Yeah, the answer's unclear. So ask something else.
I'm telling you, they're getting snarky today, Amy.
They are.
It's the eclipse.
Answer's unclear, and then ask something else. So, yeah, I kind of was like, it's already tonight.
Yeah, yeah, the eclipse, Venus. Yeah, there was an eclipse this afternoon. It was in New York time. It was 11:30 to about 2:45. So that's always an abrupt change that happens within energies, and lots of endings happen then. But that's also an initiation to new beginnings. And then we have a new moon, which is where we start creating new cycles again. So lots of energies available to take advantage of. Should you choose to heal, should you choose to feel, those energies are there, but it's always a choice.
So yeah, Jules, we got from Jose, he's afraid of change. All right, so he's got some blockages, as well as, he does want to shower you with gifts. So it sounds like he cares about you. So there's just some confusion right now, and there is breakup. So whether you're not in communication right now, or what's going on, or why he's not showing up tonight. Let's see what's going on.
You're welcome, Venus.
Jose. Ooh.
And everybody, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Make sure you're not only subscribing to my channel, but to Susan's as well. And in a few minutes, we'll talk about all the different things we do on social media and where and when to find us.
Yeah, it's coming up. I don't know whether he's playing games or why maybe he's not showing up, but it says there's, no matter the current situation, love I feel for you. So this person loves you. I think there's working on something and playing games. There is a little breakup. So there's some shadows things that they're working on. So the chakra blockages. So I would work on that on your end, because whatever it is you can work on your end will help this along as well.
So do we have any more questions? Otherwise, I am going to pull a card for the collective from the Oracle of the Shadows. Since we're coming on to Halloween season, it's time to pull out our Halloweeny decks. So let's see what the Oracle of the Shadows wants to tell everybody for this collective who's watching today on this crazy evening of new moon and eclipse. Spirit, what do you want to tell everybody from the Oracle of the Shadows? All right, come on. There we go. So we got 2 cards. 4 cards. Hey, they hid on me. The first one is Witch of the End of the World. Ooh. So she's really holding up something here. And what is that? That's a time clock. Tick tock, tick tock. An important end, a new beginning. What an apropos card for an eclipse. So we're ending a cycle and a new cycle is beginning. Next one is Death in the Maiden. Right? And what is Death in the Maiden? It is invasion, boundaries violated, dominance. So some of you need to put up some healthy boundaries. You're allowing things to happen, people to take your power without your permission. So put some healthy boundaries, not unhealthy ones. Next one that we're getting is the Sea Beacon Fairy. Guidance, but where will it lead you? So you are getting guided, through this dark night of no moon. That's what the new moon is. There is a beacon of light there, and that's the Sea Fairy. And the last one we have is the Sunstorm. Calm amid chaos. So they're telling you, yeah, there's chaos around you, but stay calm because you're being guided to the calmer seas. So hopefully that resonates. Please let us know.
Yeah. Let's see. Baby cakes. Hello, how are we? Oops, let's see. I don't think I have any other questions.
All right, I think it's time for a collective. And then maybe we'll do a little bit of an activation in a few minutes.
Yeah, maybe for the crown. Does anyone else have a question before we get back to the collective? Jules, does that resonate? Is this a boyfriend? Is this just a friend? It's quiet. Oops.
Yeah, it's quiet because there's no light out there. There's a new moon, and there's a lot of clouds.
That's weird. I don't know what I just did, but I had the chat all on my thing. I'll hit something. Definitely resonates. We were together 12 years and have been taking a break. Okay. All right. Good. Because I was like, I was getting more information. I was like, what? Is this real?
Yeah, sometimes it just comes in.
All right. Well, resonates. Okay. It's always good to know. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's making me tired. That's all. It's making me tired.
Yeah, energies have been crazy. My dreams have been out of control the last couple nights.
Absolutely. It's been insane. All right. So let's see. I'm going to do some of these Intuit. So let's see what we have for just regular tarot. What's going on? What's going on with the collective? What do we need to know? I'm going to get some guidance. Okay, so it looks like 9 of Wands is on top. So test of faith, courage, boundaries, endurance, faith. So whatever you're going through, this is just kind of a test of your persistence. All right, so whatever you're going through, just trust. It's temporary. It's just for you to push through it. It's asking you to be the full, the free spirit for this new beginning. Okay. Because you have summer solstice, pinnacle of success. In a few weeks, let go of control, celebrate life, have fun. So don't pay attention to that as much as the summer, as it's saying timing of pinnacle of success is coming in, and it's a few weeks. Okay, so that's kind of like the sun card. Yeah, again, confirming waxing moon, 1 to 2 weeks, shifting consciousness. So again, all this stuff that's coming in is shifting our consciousness for us to get more into alignment. And a lot of us have gifts coming online. So just trust that. Get connected to nature. So grounding, all right? That green is really pushing you to ground, get in touch with nature. Slow down is what I'm getting from that one. Okay, overcoming sorrow. So a lot of you need to let go. You're in this healing. So release, forgiveness. Stay optimistic. You are just recovering. Okay, so some of us are just letting go old parts of ourselves, and it can be frustrating and sad. And let us know.
Yeah, we like to be comfortable in where we were, and a lot of times we're comfortable in the trauma, but now it's time for the trauma to go, and it's uncomfortable because you're not used to it, right? You're always used to giving to everybody else, and well, maybe now it's your turn to receive, but do you know how to say thank you? Do you know how to say, wow, that was great? Most of the time we're like, what are you doing? I don't understand this, because you've never experienced it. And so just be open and allow.
Absolutely. So then last one, we have Queen of Coins. So basically just keep nurturing yourself. This is staying organized. Something that might be clear out stuff from your house. You are trying, you're this stylish trendsetter. So really making you strong and really pushing you into your power is really what it's doing. So know that these energies are really all working for us, not against us. So I know it can feel like that when we're like frustrated.
Yeah, in the middle of the storm, you forget you have clothes on, and all you're seeing is the chaos around you. But you're still protected from the elements.
Okay, so yeah, so let's leave it on this. The moon again. So it's mental clarity, releasing that fear, anxiety. So trusting your intuition. Okay, so just trust this is all working out for you. A lot of it's been hidden right now. There's some self-doubt with the judgment card on top, but just know this is all happening for you. These are karmic lessons. Okay, so they are all for you.
Yeah, it's like I say, a lot of crazy energies out there. But just remember, you've got to choose to accept the energies. You got to choose to heal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just not going to come down to you, and you're not going to get these upgrades. You're not going to get the gifts coming in because you're choosing to stay in a comfortable place of trauma, and that's where you have to kind of trust spirit a little bit and kind of surrender. And when we say surrender, what does surrender mean? It means that don't be fearful of what's coming through. Don't try to control it. Don't try to expect an outcome, because that's where, that's what that stay in the present moment is because you don't know, the future hasn't happened yet, and the past has already happened. So you can't look back at what had happened because that doesn't mean it's going to happen again. But you can't look at the future and set up an expectation, which potentially may not happen because universe is going to do things in the way the universe wants. You may get the same type of outcome, like say you want love, you're going to get love, but it may not be in the package you're expecting. And that's where a lot of us really go south, because we set our hearts on usually it's our head more than our hearts, and our fear on a particular person or thing. And then when something comes in that's actually much better for you, you don't see it for what it is. And why don't you see it for what it is? Because you set up an expectation which basically blocked out what was meant for you. And so, on the bright side, what's meant for you will always be there and will always come back to you. However, that doesn't mean it will come back to you in this lifetime or any other lifetime until you're open for that to happen, right? And so don't be your own worst enemy and start allowing and just kind of go with the flow a little bit. It's nice to want things, and that's great, but just know that Spirit's going to deliver it in the way it can deliver it. With that, let's do an activation while we're waiting, unless we have some questions. I'd like to do a question or two more before we do an activation, but let's see what we have. Anything from your side? My side's kind of quiet. I've got a few people just kind of sitting, lurking. So if anybody does have a question, please pop it in the chat. There is no fee for the first question. And we do have time for, if anybody wants an actual, mini read or a messages from your DM or what's blocking you in love. And when we do a what's blocking you, that's a paid read. It's going to be multiple decks. So we're going to give you a lot more information than just the one or two cards we'll pull here for a single question. So if you guys, anybody wants that, let us know. You'll jump the line on anything else we're doing, and we'll focus on that one question or mini, or message from your DM, messages from your higher self is also the same price, $10. It's an easy way to get yourself, into alignment by understanding what it is that you're out of alignment from. So with that, I'm opening the field for some questions. Please also follow, share both our channels. Susan is on TikTok as well as on Instagram. She's on Instagram every Monday or Sunday and Wednesdays, and she was on yesterday. She had really good cards, came out on Tuesday, so it was Taco Tuesday was a terrific run for cards. But follow her on Instagram. And also she'll be coming. We're trying to coax her into the YouTube world. She's kicking and screaming, but I think she's finally going to get onto YouTube with some stuff. And of course, we're here on TikTok. Both of us generally will put something out every day or two, and at the same time, at least 2 times a week, we come on live and answer some questions. So with that, do we have any questions here, or am I going to start with an activation?
Give it a couple minutes, see what's going on.
So what I'll let you do is go to your charm thing, and I want you to double confirm which chakras I'm going to work on. So just put it in your bag, pick out, give me two
you want
chakras. Yeah, give me 2 chakras.
Oh, let's see. We already got the crown.
Right. So let's see what else we got.
Sacral.
That's what that's the second confirmation of exactly what I did. I not say that at the front end? I just wanted to get confirmation, and you have given me the confirmation I need. So we're going to work on all 3 of those. So we've got, looks like a lot of people are having some fears around safety and security. There's also some blockages on creativity. Actually, just had a personal light language for somebody who's got the same basic message, which was that she's got to really work on her creativity, and creativity is anything. It's not just, drawing or singing. It could be dancing. It could be writing. It could be speaking in front of a crowd. I mean, there's a whole zillion ways, building things, cooking, millions and millions of ways, uncountable ways of being creative, but you got to reach into that creativity. And that creativity is what creates the magic, so to speak, for manifestation. The more you're in your creative space, the more you're in your joy, the more you're in your joy, the more you manifest. It's a pretty simple process, but we all screw it up. So with that, any questions? If not, we're going to go right into an activation. Anything on your side? I got nothing here.
No, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, so if you think you're going to do the activation, do the light language, and then, we'll leave that at that, whether I'll do a Reiki or not.
Right, we'll see how the crowd goes. But so for those of you who are not familiar with light language, sometimes called light linguistics, soul language, it's just a speaking of, it's an energetic speaking that does healing. It creates a frequency within your body that allows you to heal, because no matter what we do, we're not actually healing anything in you. You're actually doing the healing. We're just telling your body and your soul what frequencies is required so that they can match those frequencies and start the healing process. It's completely voluntary, so that if you do not want to receive it, you just say in your mind or say out loud, nope, I don't want to receive it. If you do, you just say, yes, I'd like to receive it. Out loud or in your mind, doesn't really matter. The message gets sent, and you'll only get what you're meant to get. Some people will get other different things that they're only meant to get, so you don't have to worry that you're going to get something that's going to open you up that you're not ready for, because that's just not how the things work. Everything is working for you in the alignment that you're at that moment. So with that, we're just going to set an intention. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a clearing and balancing of the chakras. So we're going to do crown, we're going to do the root chakra, and we're going to do the sacral chakra. And why are those three very important together? It's because the crown is where the information comes in from the divine. And as those codes come in and you start moving the energies through your body, they need to pass through the sacral and the root to get back down to the ground, to ground those energies and codes in and release all the things that no longer serves you. So we're going to set that intention that we're going to do a quick clear, rebalance, and fill those chakras up with some wonderful love energy from your highest self outside of polarity. And we're going to do this without harming anybody for your highest and best timelines. So with that, just set the intention to receive. And here we go. Shabana e pauye pa opa na halalalalala pa year pa nene ni japalo chapa na apa ya pa ya hanno pa ushi papa ne e pa ye papa o pa yi shapa na hapa ye pa ho pa ni jawa pa ya shapa ne ya ba hu hu ba yi shi shi ba ne he ba ya ya ba hu ba na he yao yi ba hi shi 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 ba ya ba wu mi ji ba ba wu ba ha ba hu shi shi ba ne he ba yi shi shi ba hu ba ne he ba ya ya ba hu ba ne he ba wu shu ba ha ba wu shu pa wu shi pa wu sha pa no ba shi pa ya pa wu pa po shi pa no ba yi pa wu pa wu shi pa ne ba yi shi pa wu pa. All right, so just take a few deep breaths after that. Hopefully you feel some energy moving around your body. It's going to come from the top and kind of flush down to the bottom. Just imagine you have some roots in your feet and send them deeply into the ground, and just allow that energy to just keep flowing for the next 5 or 10 minutes, and let us know how you feel. So with that, put in the comments if you've experienced anything, and let us know how you feel.
Let's see. I don't see anyone. I don't think I have anyone over here.
They're all hiding from the eclipse. It's scary
Well,
out
it's a
there.
Jewish holiday too, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. It's Rosh Hashanah today. That started at sundown, and then we've got incoming probably within the next 2 or 3 days. You might be able to see some northern lights, because we got depending upon where it hits, we got like an X 7.1 flare that popped out sometime mid-afternoon today too. So we had a nice energetic day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so that's going to hit usually about 2 days later. They start to hit. So you'll start to feel all the energetics of that one coming through.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be a lot of people are having their parties and stuff like that, and the kids are off the next 2 days.
Yeah, lucky them, huh? I need to be off. Well, I'm off tomorrow, but not for 2 days. I need to be off for like a week. This is too crazy out there.
Vacation. I need a vacation.
Me too. I think I'm going somewhere tropical and never coming back.
That'd be nice, right?
Yeah, I'm sure I could buy some hurricane flooded property somewhere in the south at this point.
Fix it up and you're all set.
Yeah, I got a lot of tools.
I'll say, is anyone on here? Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any responses to the light language? Yeah, I don't know. It's like 0, so it's dead tonight.
Yeah, I have a few people that were jumping in and out, but I think I'm not seeing too much in there. So if anybody is in here, we're going to give it a few more minutes to see if anybody comes through. While we're waiting, I'm just gonna pull a collective money one Where's the money coming from? What's the message for the collective around wealth and money? All right, so this one fell straight towards me. It's telling me growth. Expect a good money flow and raise or a new job offer.
Yay! We'll take it.
It's important to unlearn, to grow, as we'll continue to morph and change. You're delaying your growth. The process of these are so tiny. My eyes can't read it in the dark. Well, money is coming in. Growth. We like growth and shift. She says it says taking your career in a totally different direction. So we got shift and growth. So let's go for that new career. That text that's telling us that new career is coming in. We all welcome it.
Yeah, let me do some of my money matters and see if we can confirm it up. But yeah, I mean, I've been feeling that. I got windfall for one of my things. So money's definitely coming in opportunities, jobs, love. So I think there's a lot of changes going on. So
yeah, I got 2 big light languages that I did personal light languages in the past couple of days. So I was really happy. They came out of the blue.
Oh, yeah. So we got flexibility. So changeable, workable, be flexible. All right. As well as many choices. We want to see this. Yeah. So
yes, we do.
Coming in. All right. So opportunities, again, confirming what Larry. So again, it's in the energy. And then, we like this. And it might be more home-based.
Oh, hey.
Protected. So, wow.
I guess I'm going to have to open up an OnlyFans site.
There we go. Well, I guess if it pays the bills. I might be right behind you on that one. Spit. You've cracked me up. Yeah, listen deeper to yourself. So somebody might be getting messages through music. Oh, my goodness. Fun stuff. Oh, I don't think I have anyone on here, but check this out. I don't know that. Well, I don't know when I get my daughter's iPad. It says, "Don't touch my effing iPad."
That's like the red button. That's like I can't. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I look over. I'm like, okay.
That's like the red button. You know, don't touch the red button. Well, it's red. What does this do? Boom.
Oh my God, I can't with you. It's just craziness.
What you do is bring it all the way down to the basement.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the moon energy definitely brought the crazy out because my ex was threatening to go 50-50. I was like, what?
No.
My crazies are out. I should have known.
Yeah. Yes, they are. They are out like you have no idea.
Not a crazy text in a while, but I got one last night.
I didn't get any text, but I did get that one. Did get that one text and never did actually have that phone conversation because I asked, "Well, what do you want?" You know, I spoken to you in 10 years. What? And even in 10 years, I just think I had 1 or 2 words to say. So why are you reaching out of the blue? That disappeared. I'm glad because I didn't feel like wasting my time.
No, it's not worth any of our energies. All right, so let's see what we got. Let's do our higher self real quick and see what messages we have coming out. I'm going to do the fairies, but let's do the higher self and see. Yeah, well, it was mad the kids didn't go last night, so I dropped them all off and then just met Serene for a quick meal and I went home. It's weird. I was going to stop at 59 and then I ended up meeting her real quick, which was like last minute. Just craziness. But I was like making sure they were over there tonight so I didn't have to hear about it. Spiritual growth. Prioritize your spiritual growth. And Lila's car's not done until like Friday.
Yeah, I got to pick up mine soon.
Yeah, well, he doesn't realize, like, she helps with getting them over. And don't allow your cares of life to squeeze you out of your goal of growth spirituality. So, a lot of you guys are growing spiritually. So, this is part of it. This is what you're coming into. And I get that meditation, really just being okay with where you are. Some of you are obsessing. So find a way to let go. You're obsessing of the old and you're holding on to stuff. So you really need to let go. All right. You're creating your own worries. All right. It's about, letting go and just trusting. You're getting pushed into calmer waters, as you can see, but you're fighting it. So trust the journey. And believe you me, this is for me too.
Yeah, it's
Like,
difficult. We all feel it because we're all kind of getting shit thrown at us left and right. I mean, literally, it's like I was talking to my friend, and I'm like, I'm like punch drunk from all the shit that I get hit with in the last month and a half, and I'm like,
right?
yeah, I didn't fall down yet. I'm still standing, but I don't know if I'm conscious.
Right? You're like, thanks, universe. Keep knocking me over the
Yeah,
head. See if I keep
so
getting up.
yeah, I just taped myself to the wall, and so you're not going to get me to move.
DCJ69. Interesting. Amy. Yeah, does anyone have any questions? So on top is the awakening. So yeah, this is all part of the awakening. Everyone's getting pushed into higher alignment. Okay. It can feel very uncomfortable. Take things slow as you begin to shift the way you interact with the world, because you're learning a new phase. We're unlearning the programming, the alignment. And it's also hard for us. So we're so used to that 9 to 5 fast pace. It's really hard. And even for me, even 10 years on this journey, it's hard to slow down to that pace, and meditating. And Larry has the same thing. It's really hard to really slow down when we are brought up to be at that faster pace. So even when you try and consciously do it. So it takes some time and effort to really put in and make sure you're meditating and you're going with the flow and you're trusting the universe, because we like to control shit and it is what it is. it's,
Yeah,
it's part of the programming. It's a hard one to let go of. But once you know the universe is trying to give it to you, it will start easing up for you. I mean, as much as we were trying to force jobs and force all this stuff, and you just have to let it be, and what happens, happens. So
yeah, and
sometimes it's
there's a
easier
lot of
though.
new energies, a lot of new
Mhm.
energies that are available to us right now that have not
Yes.
been available for billions of years. And but in order to take advantage of the energies, you have to choose, right? And in that choice, you're going to get a lot of shit thrown at you. It's just like everything else. If you give your power away to your kids, your family, and all your friends, and they're always taking advantage of you and making you drive them everywhere and cook them food and clean and do all the work for them. What's going to happen when all of a sudden you say, I've had enough. I'm Johnny done. I'm not going to take this anymore. They're going to fight back. They're going to start screaming. They're going to have tantrums. They're going to throw shit at you. And that's effectively what happens once you choose to heal, is all those things that have been taking advantage of you, all those friends, they're going to rebel because, wait, what do you mean you're not driving? We're going drinking and you need to drive because you got 5 seats in your car. No, I'm not doing that, right? And whatever that is, maybe it's taking the kids to school and picking them up all the time, and you say no, somebody else needs to take a turn at it. I can't be the only one, right?
Mhm.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches tonight for yourself, for your kids, because guess what? I'm not cooking all the time, and you guys each want 7 different meals, right? And so you
Mhm.
got once you put that boundary up, then they're going to rebel, and that's what's going to happen. And yeah, it goes south first, and then slowly, gradually, it gets better because as you enforce and hold your boundary, because you're going to get tested over and over again, and once your boundary is set and it's expected that that boundary is always going to be up, then you're going to start to see the light of sunshine. So, don't think it's a one and done. That's unicorn farts and fairy
Yeah.
dust. It's not like the IBM magic pixie dust. It's work. It's hard work, and if you choose to do it, you can open yourself up. Over time for a much better experience because now you're not getting taken advantage of, and you will be able to manifest what you want, not what everybody else wants. So, with that, do we have any questions? Otherwise, I think it's chime time. I think everybody is out celebrating the Jewish holidays or dancing naked in the new moon because nobody will see you because there's no moonlight.
Right.
Don't know which of the two it's going to be, but pick your poison.
Yeah. Let's see. Does anyone else have a question before we get off? We can do each probably 1 or 2 questions on either side.
We have enough time for any mini reads or messages from your person, messages from your higher self, the paid reads. We have enough time to do a couple of those if anybody would like one of them as well. And if you're just too shy to have a read while other people are on, you can reach out to each of us. We do these reads, so just send out a note and we will take care of that. Susan also does Reiki. I believe her current is 55 for a Reiki session. And I do light language, and the light language is 55 for a light language session.
Let's see. So also my website is susantheresa.com and the Instagram is Mindset Reset. Make sure you're following Larry on his YouTube for a lot of his light language and his readings. I am on YouTube under Susan Molyneux, 4 8s, and then this is 3 8s on here. So make sure you're paying attention to when we get on. We are playing around with, although I love Sunday mornings, so we'll be doing that this Wednesday night, and then we've been doing Monday night. So that's why I switched mine from Sunday to Tuesday now. So that way we're not kind of conflicting, and it gives me more time. So I don't.
Yeah, and the Sunday's a fun one too because everybody's off of work for the most part. By the time we get on, it's what time did we do it last time? It was like 11 or 12.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say Friday, but I have an interview, so I'm not going to be doing this Friday.
Yay! Yeah, Fridays I don't. Fridays I can't do because I'm always at the lot.
Yeah, so it's all good. Yeah, I mean, let us know what the energies are, what you feel, whether you like the hi Pete, how are you? The light language, reach out for Reiki. So, what's going on in the energies is like we were talking about, everyone's getting pushed into alignment. So we're here to help get everyone into alignment or get you to a higher state of consciousness so you are more at ease and flow with what's going on. And you're not falling into fear because we have to hold up the collective energies and not be falling into all this fear and division tactics. So make sure you're breathing through whatever you're feeling. And if anything's getting taken away, just trust that it is for a reason and that everything's working out for you and not to panic, that the universe wants to bring you something better. So just trust that. Know that everything's happening for you and not to you. Because I know sometimes it really does feel like it's happening to us. Depends on the day. Some days you're like on this high, on this journey. I would say most days you're feeling at peace, but we do have those down days still this far in the journey because sometimes it can get overwhelming or you just need that day to hermit yourself and do that self-care and nurturing yourself depending on what you're dealing with. Like, I haven't gotten a text.
And it happens to everybody.
In a while, but I just had to shut it off. Just say, I'm not letting this control me. There's things coming up from our past. So they're just teaching us to learn and to breathe through it and just, realize that they don't have any control over us. So it doesn't mean it's not fun. It was definitely stressful in the situation. That's for sure.
Yep. Boundaries, but healthy ones.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So let's wrap it up. I guess we did the higher self. So we did the money ones. What else can we try and think? I guess we can do either star seed. Let's do these work your light, I guess, and see what else we need to know.
And then I'm going to pull a moon timing for whatever anybody needs timing for, but they're afraid to ask.
Yeah, I think we've been up early the last couple of mornings, so I feel like I'm tired. This weather.
Yeah, there's a lot of energies coming down too. It's hard to process.
Yeah, so I feel like, I've been napping a lot, sleeping, and even waking up exhausted. Like you said, having those vivid dreams. So I don't know whether I'm sleeping that soundly. So it's really been a lot on us. So just feel through it. Don't dim to fit in. So this means stay in your authenticity, take your mask off, but don't dim around others. So if you're starting to awaken, and even if they don't understand it, like when family and friends, when you're starting to awaken, it just, you don't need to dim your light to fit in. Just, you don't have to explain yourself to others either. Some of you are just getting asked to take this leap of faith, okay, to jump into this, and then also nurture yourself through this, okay? How do you mother yourself, okay? These are not easy transitions to be transitioning through. These are a lot of changes. So just be gentle with your body and your mind and the whole transition of what information you're getting.
All right, and let's see. Whatever it is in your mind that you need timing on, put it in your mind right now. This works for both people watching it live or the replay.
Yeah.
Spirit has given us something here, and Spirit's being snarky with the moon sometime in the future. It's not going to tell us, but it's coming. It's just sometime in the future. So don't set any expectations around when. Just know that it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, we ask that you like, follow, share, and subscribe. You got 30 seconds before I put my decks away for you to put a question in.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to make sure if you have gotten a card, please like, follow, and share. If you're watching this on the replay in YouTube, as
Mm-hmm.
Susan said, we go on live Mondays and Wednesdays lately around the 8 to 9 o'clock New York time frame. And we usually go on for about an hour. And then we've been starting to play around with Sundays, so look for us on Sundays. It's on TikTok. However, once Susan gets her full YouTube channel up running and she gets a little more comfortable, we may go on my spiritual healing one on YouTube, because that's the one I have the most viewership on. Which case we'll get some people to come on as well. So make sure you're liking, following, and sharing and subscribing. My YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual, largest light language library probably in this world, or pretty close to it. And at the same time, Susan's building up a library for herself with some Reiki videos and other healing videos, and that's Susan Molyneux 8888. So 48. Go subscribe to her so she has enough subscribers as well. And with that, we thank you. And it's 1:11 into the.
Oh, wait 1 second. We have one question. Tayshawn, does Chris have someone watching me at the cafe? It says, of course not, and think again. So he doesn't have someone watching you. But yeah, as Larry was saying, make sure you're following us, checking out our lives, liking, sharing, subscribing, and all that kind of stuff. He's lots of light language you need to get on, but definitely jump on. So free questions, as well as you're learning what's going on with everything. These are just helpful to keep everyone kind of in a higher alignment. And we would appreciate any kind of donations, but feel free to ask for $10 questions, or the minis at the $25, as well as the $55 for a full reading. Just message us and we can do those offline if you want them as well. So we wouldn't be doing them on here. But thank you all for getting on. I feel like it's just a slow night just because of the holiday. So it is what it is. We'll be back on Sunday morning. So make sure you're paying attention to that we did like 10 to 12. So 10 to 12 Eastern Standard Time.
And that's a really good time where you can have your cup of coffee, have a donut or two, hopefully a Krispy Kreme one. They're the best. And we'll see what's going on for the coming week, and kind of look at the energies and set ourselves up for success.
Absolutely. So thank you all for being on. Larry usually posts these in his YouTube, so if you want to watch the replay, you can get on there as well.
Cheers, everybody. Have a great day.
I don't have anyone on. All right. They're gone. Where did they go? There they go.